2 years after his journey for love ended on The Bachelor, Chris Soules found himself in a different kind of heartache, making headlines for his role in a tragic accident that ended up costing a man his life. In April 2017, Soules rear-ended a tractor on a rural road in Iowa. The man driving the tractor, 66-year-old Kenneth Mosher, was thrown from the vehicle and died from his injuries just a few hours later. Soules is opening up about that tragic event in this week's issue of People for the first time, saying the trauma of being involved in the incident is something that he can't describe. He says he thinks about it every single day. Soules says the day leading up to the accident was normal. In the evening, he set off down a road that he says he's driven millions of times in the farm's communal pickup truck. What happened next, still a blur. Soules cannot discuss specifics of what led to the crash due to the terms of the settlement of a civil lawsuit with the Mosher family. But after calling emergency dispatchers, Soules walked over to Mosher, who was unconscious, and per the dispatcher's instructions, began administering CPR. He says, quote, "I was giving chest compressions and continued to do CPR until eventually I spat out Mosher's blood. He coughed up blood in my mouth. At that point, I thought it didn't seem to be doing a lot of good. I was scared, and I remember thinking he might not make it." Now, when the paramedics arrived, he says, quote, "I remember praying that he would be okay." What happened next became a major sticking point, both legally and in the court of public opinion. Soules got into a different truck, one that had been driven to the accident site by one of his workers, and drove himself home. Now, upon the advice of his parents, whom he called on the way home, Soules then called an attorney who instructed him not to talk to police until the attorney was present. Ultimately, Soules was arrested and charged with leaving the scene of an accident with a fatality, which is a felony. That charge was eventually amended to leaving the scene of an accident causing serious injury, which is an aggravated misdemeanor. Soules' terms of release from his initial court appearance included a 24-hour ankle monitoring bracelet and an 11 p.m. curfew. And back at home, he says that he was overwhelmed by the magnitude of the accident, but with the help of family and friends, he's been able to look toward the future. And now that the legal chapter of the accident is closed, Soules hopes that he can come together with the Mosher family to mourn the loss of their husband and father. He says, quote, "I'll live with what happened forever, but I will carry on, and as a result of the tragedy, do something bigger and better with my life."